Here to discuss, former DHS senior advisor and senior research fellow at the Heritage Foundation, Todd Bensman. Also with former senior advisor to DHS under Mayorkas and Maryland congressional candidate Bernie Flowers. Gents, thanks for joining us. Todd, do you agree with the president's decision here to kind of say, hey, let's reinstate traffic stops? We made a commitment to the people that we were going to deport as many people as possible. What do you think, sir?
Yes, that's his priority. It's his prerogative to have mass deportations. One thing that he did was they're requiring body cams on every team and probable cause, which they already had before, but they're just going to make sure. So I think they fixed it up just fine, and they're going to continue on.
Got it. Bernie, in your view, do ICE operations with traffic stops reinstated, does that offer a net positive for America's safety in your view?
Law enforcement officers have a sworn duty to protect American citizens. That's what they're paid for. They raise their right hands just like I did back in 1987. And the issue of the day is that, I feel terribly for anybody who dies at a traffic stop, but the vast majority of those stops are performed professionally and nothing negative happens. And the idea is the only way we can do this, one of the few ways, is to make sure we do these traffic stops. So we can't stop this, and the president's right in what he's doing.
So I want to switch gears a little bit here on, how would you rate DHS Secretary Markwayne Mullen's performance almost 4 months into his tenure?
If you're talking to me, I give him an A, and here's why. There's been a lot less drama, even though, there has been a shooting, yes, in Houston, there's one in Maine, but the issue today on his watch, there's been a lot less drama than the previous secretary, and I think that he's just more of a seasoned leader. So again, I'd give him an A+.
Todd, what are your thoughts on Markwayne Mullen this 4 months in?
Well, he has very little experience in Homeland Security running a big agency like this. And given that, he has surrounded himself with a lot of pros. So I think, you can come into a job like this not knowing a whole lot about it and manage it appropriately and well if you surround yourself with the right people. So because of that, I'm going to give him an A too. Also, listen, he is not Kristi Noem. It's a very different management style. He's not noisy, loud, out there, posing for media cameras, and has really calmed things down, turned the heat down, which I think was necessary to maintain public support for the program.
Got it. Going back to that, what you worked in the Mayorkas administration. What are the biggest differences between ICE operations under the Biden administration and the Trump administration?
First of all, I am not proud of Mayorkas. Let me tell you, I left that job because I couldn't stand that man. But the issue of the day is, from being on the inside, I really felt like we weren't doing the best for the American people. For example, we brought all these people into the United States, and we told the American people that we vetted them, and we did a poor job of it, a very, very, very poor job. And that happened on my watch. And remember, while that was happening, most of the federal government was working from home during COVID. We were forcing people to work from home. So there basically wasn't enough people to vet all these folks that we brought in here, and now we're stuck with them. The opposite is the current situation with Secretary Mullen. We have a professional cadre there that's making things happen and carrying out the president's orders. And if you notice, the border problems that we were having have pretty much gone away. So we got to get those folks out of here. But I put my trust in the president. They're doing the right thing.
Yeah, Todd, I'm going to give you the last word on this. I don't think they've pretty much gone away. I think they're gone. I think the border crossings are down to, recently reported to almost zero some days. So
Yeah.
What do you think the difference is between the previous administration and what Trump and his team are doing now?
I mean, it's night and day. Listen, I spent 4 years straight pretty much down there on that border and in 6 countries south of it with the immigrants just pouring over all around me, thousands just pouring over every time. You go to the border today and there's nothing happening. If somebody starts to cross, all the guys that are on patrol down there go, oh my God, something's happening. Let's run. Everybody runs to the thing that's happening. Nobody is being released into the country. Under Mayorkas, 250,000 a month were being released into the country, and now it's zero. It's like you could not possibly see a sharper contrast between the two administrations. And by the way, it didn't take a big comprehensive immigration reform or a Senate bill or addressing root causes or any of that stuff. It was just simply turn them around, all of them, let nobody in, and that's all it took. It was over the very first day.
Yeah. Sounds simple. Shut the door. We're closed right now. But hey, great stuff, guys. Thanks so much. Todd Bensman, Bernie Flowers. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.